What's up guys, William Ryan here, back with another video, and in this one we're going to be going over the CPI high impact news event that got released this morning at 8:30. And so if you guys haven't watched my previous video on my swing trade on the NASDAQ, please feel free to go over to that video before you watch this one to kind of get more context and narrative to as why this move unfolded. Alright guys, so first and foremost, I'll be completely honest with you. I was in a position, okay, on my demo account, but I took the position off. Alright, I had my doubts. Emotion kind of got in the way a little bit, if I'm being completely honest, and I ended up taking the trade off for a small loss. Okay, I was in a short position on gold as well, and that kind of helped with the DD, but I just said, you know what, I don't feel comfortable being in a position going into CPI, and I would rather be on the sidelines. I'd rather keep my mental capital for the remainder of the week and not be a participant of this news release. So that being said, going back to the video that I made yesterday, price action followed my analysis to a T. I was spot on with the analysis, and so we're just going to be going over that quickly today. And also I'm going to be covering Bitcoin, Ethereum, and potentially gold. Alright guys, so as I mentioned before in the previous video, okay, we'd want to see this order block and this fair value gap, right, act as a premium and show us a strong sell-off, which we have gotten. Okay guys, so this right here, right, if we go down into the lower time frame, like an hourly, let's say, like if you were to try and trade this intraday, if the trade was based off, or if you were trying to catch this trade intraday, you would not have had a fun time. All right, but if you were to take the trade on this time frame here, the daily, right, this trade would have been beautiful. Okay, you would have seen this wick up here, and then we would have started to expand lower, right? But if we go to the lower time frames, it's just mayhem, right? So situational trading, right? Understanding when the a swing trade is going to present itself, and not to worry about what it does on the lower time frames or what price is looking like it's going to do on the lower time frames. And so that's one thing that I have to keep in mind and that I need to do better, is that I had all of my prerequisites to get in this short, and just kind of emotion and that type of thing got in the way of me seeing this trade through until results, right? So that's okay. You know, I'm going to take the lesson. I'm going to learn from this experience. I'm going to get better from this experience, and that's ultimately the mindset that we need to have as traders. All right guys, so moving on into we'll do Bitcoin first. All right, so I mentioned in a previous video as well on Bitcoin that Bitcoin could potentially retrace back up into this bearish breaker. Okay, I was anticipating that here for price to come back up into the breaker here and then sell off. Okay, but we ended up just drifting lower. Okay, so as you guys can see here, price has drifted back up into that bearish breaker and a daily fair value gap. Okay, so price drifted back up into a premium market, very, very similar to what we just saw on NASDAQ. So we came back up into a premium, right? We have this breaker, the fair value gap, and ultimately had a really nice sell-off here, okay? Very, very beautiful price action. I'm expecting price to continue lower and to attack the sell side here below these equal lows. I just see this as manipulation. So this run back up in here, right? I just see this as manipulation back up into a premium for IPTA and smart money traders to then go short. All right, so if we're going to the 4-hour chart, okay, I want to note this, right? So ahead of the CPI numbers, we have a run on liquidity here. Okay, so as you guys can see, price took out this swing high here. So what candle is this? It is 2209.12. 2209.12. So when we go over to Ethereum, you guys are going to see that there was SMT divergence. Okay, so we can go over to Ethereum now. And so when we look at Ethereum, okay, we have, right, a very, very similar fractal. Okay, so we have price creating a low in here, price drifted back up. See how this price action here is very lethargic, right? There's no fair value gaps that got left, right? But so price drifted back up, back into this bearish breaker here, just like Bitcoin, right? Accompanied by the fair value gap swing high that we took. We paired the orders here, right? So smart money went short here, while traders had their stop losses here, as well as their buy stops to look for higher prices. But so we can see that on the 4-hour time frame, okay, price was failing to take out this high. Okay, so the candle was 2022.09.12. So that's this candle, right? 2209. So it's this candle. Sorry, just 1 second here. So it's this candle here, right? So this swing high in here. Okay, so if we go back over to Bitcoin, you can see that we were taking out that high, right? But on Ethereum, we failed to do so. Okay, so this is a sign of bearish price action to come into the marketplace, which we ultimately got, right? So one thing that I really need to explain to you guys, I don't think I've mentioned it before, is that when you are on a daily time frame or even like a weekly or a 4-hour time frame, and price comes up into a premium, right, which we have here, okay, and when price comes up into this premium here, we want to be looking for this characteristic. We want to be looking for SMT, right? Because what does SMT indicate to us, right? It indicates that smart money is going to be stepping into the marketplace. Okay, so after getting this signature here, right, we failed to take out these highs, right? But on Bitcoin, right, we rated the previous day's high, right? I guess that's a simpler way of explaining it. So you can see here on the daily chart, we took out the previous day's high. And on the daily chart here, Ethereum failed to do so, right? So that's indicating that this swing high is going to be in place, and we're going to be moving lower. And also that on Bitcoin, this is just pure manipulation to grab orders to then distribute them going lower. All right, guys. So what I'm expecting, very similar to NASDAQ, I'm expecting continued bears, and I'm expecting the sell side liquidity pool in the form of equal lows here to get ran out. And on Ethereum, my first target would be below these equal lows, below here. Okay, we also have a few fair value gaps in here, right? So we have this one here and this one here. So it's clear that Ethereum is much stronger than Bitcoin, at least right now. And if you actually look at the cross, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum does look a lot stronger in my opinion, long term, right? So that may mean that Bitcoin is going to reach obviously these lows first. So look for some SMT divergence, which we may get in that scenario as well. So price may come down here, right? Take out the sell side here, and Ethereum is most likely going to fail. It'll probably come into this fair value gap here, down into this order block, or maybe even reach these lows down here, right? So be aware of that. Okay, guys, Ethereum is going to be the stronger cryptocurrency. So if price continues to evaporate and melt lower, then Bitcoin is going to be your leader. Okay, in my opinion, I believe Bitcoin is going to be the leader for the sells, and Ethereum is going to be the stronger cryptocurrency. All right, guys, so the last thing I'm going to cover is going to be gold. All right, and so what we had here is the exact same thing that we saw on the indices markets and the crypto markets. So we have this bearish order block here. Okay, and we have this wick in here. Okay, so price traded up into the bearish order block, right, in this wick. Okay, which oftentimes, through my experience, offers some support. If no fair value gap is found, then those wicks tend to be of some significance. All right, guys, so you can see, right, going down into a 4-hour chart, right, we took out liquidity here. Okay, price came back up, consequent encroachment of the wick, and then we sold off. All right, guys, so I encourage you to look as well. There's SMT here. Okay, I'm not going to show the dollar index, but just for your study, drop down into your hourly chart on the dollar index, and you will clearly see that gold, right, failed to take out this high here, but on the dollar index, we took out its low on the hourly. So we had SMT divergence, so dollar took out its low, right, and gold failed to take out its high. Okay, so what does that indicate to us? It indicates, right, that on the daily chart here, this swing high is going to be left in place, and we're ultimately going to be moving lower. And so what are the targets for gold? Okay, so we have these equal lows in here, so I'm expecting those to get ran out this week. And we also have on the higher time frame, on the weekly here, the triple lows or quadruple lows, whatever you want to call them. And then we have this fair value gap in here. Okay, so I'm expecting price to drop down into 1650 this week in this fair value gap, and taking out this large sell side liquidity pool. All right, guys, so a lot of charts covered in this video. I hope you guys got something out of this video. Lots to learn today, right? From me taking off my position due to the risk of CPI, and just across the board from crypto to gold to the indices markets. So I really hope you guys have learned something from this. There's a lot to take away from this video, and so I will see you in the next one, and make sure to like, comment, and share this video, guys, if you guys have found this of any use. I think this is a great lesson. There's a lot of great lessons in this video, so if someone can use this video and this could help someone's trading journey, please feel free to share. And we will see you guys in the next video, okay? So until next time, take care, be safe the rest of the week. There's lots of red folders, and we will see you in the next one.